Before I start the video, there is this new minigame I am addicted to. It's essentially GeoGuessr but with RuneScape minimap. So instead of doing an intro like I usually do, I want to play one game of this and see how I do. Without further ado, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, first one. Yeah, that's easy. That's Brimhaven Ducks. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? There we go. Lock it in. What? I got it wrong. Okay, whatever. Let's just move on. I know this one. Yeah, it has to be Legends Guild, right? Come on, load faster. Confirm, there we go. Full points. Okay, next one. And this is, wait, where is this? Why can't I figure it out? It's RD Farm, of course. Let me find it on map. Click the right square. Confirm, got it. Next one, please. Come on, let's do it faster. Oh, I know this one. I know. I have been on that place many times before. Perfect answer. Last one. That is Winter Dot. Where is Winter Dot? I can't find where it is. I am going. What is happening? Why can't I find it? Okay, I find it. We're just putting it over here. Confirm, and okay, there we go. 19,000 points in 72 seconds. That's pretty good. No, that's pretty okay. I messed up one answer, but other than that, pretty good. Okay, I want you to go play this game as well and let me know how you did in the comments below. Can you beat my score? Can you not beat my score? I don't think you can. Okay, that was my 1 minute of fun, and trust me when I say that the people I'm gonna talk about next probably can't last more than 1 minute in real life. I mean it. The beauty of RuneScape is that you can be whoever you wanna be in this game. Wanna dress up as the most fashionable role player that has ever existed? Sure, why not? Wanna go hunt epic monsters with medieval gear? No problemo. You wanna spend 10,000 hours to get meaningless virtual experience points to show off that has no actual value nor usefulness in real life? Okay, maybe don't do that, but you can if you want to. But you see, there is one type of player base that I absolutely can't stand, and those are the players that make their life goal to ruin the game for others. You see, I play old school RuneScape a little different than you probably. I can't do one thing more than 30 minutes most of the time unless I really enjoy it. That means when I play old school RuneScape, I usually end up doing like 20 different things in one day. That's why my stats suck, that's why my bossing sucks, that's why I suck. But you know what? I like it this way because I'm having fun. So a few days ago I adventured out to play Castle Wars, a minigame that is mostly forgotten but still has dedicated player base. After all, it is one of the oldest forms of PvP in any video game. Capture the Flag dates back to 90s, so I decided to reminisce on the good old days and see where that minigame leads me, and boy was I in for a ride. There are players whose entire purpose is to play Castle Wars for 12 hours a day and ruin it for others. They don't care about winning, losing, enjoying it. They just want other players to not enjoy it. Yeah, you heard that right. And it's not just Castle Wars. The disease has now taken over Soul Wars as well. Basically, any PvP minigame that can be ruined will be ruined. Now, there are many ways you can sabotage a game of Castle Wars. One of the main things these people do is they place barricades in random places on the map, as your entire team can only have 10 barricades at a time. So what ends up happening is that the opposite team can use their barricades to block your entrance, and your own teammates also can do the same, screwing you over entirely. Harassment, ragging, griefing. My point is, there are many ways you can ruin this game. Unfortunately, since Castle Wars is mostly forgotten and only played by few players, a lot of this goes unnoticed in the eyes of Jagex. And this is where our main antagonist comes in today, and one of the faces behind all of this griefing that is happening for years now. There is a player called Tuno, who legend says back in the day got hunted down in Castle Wars so badly that he decided to dedicate his entire life to ruin the game for other players. Imagine one day just waking up, playing Castle Wars and being so angry that PvP happens well, in a PvP game, and you plan to dedicate your entire life just to ruin the game for others. It takes another level of mental illness to do something like this. I kid you not, he started doing this over 10 years ago and it's still going on to this day. And you might be wondering, 10 years, why hasn't anything been done about this? Shouldn't he get punished for it? Surely people reported him, right? Yeah. Absolutely, of course. In fact, throughout the years, all his accounts have probably been reported thousands of times. I'm not even overreacting right now. There are Reddit threads saying entire communities have reported him every day for weeks, and he does get banned. It used to be 24 hours in the past. Now he has multiple accounts permanently banned, but all he has to do is make another account and continue his griefing. That's the beauty of Castle Wars, or the ugly part, depending on your point of view. You can just make a new account and immediately start griefing again. The reason it does take hundreds of reports is because, according to former Jagex moderator, the system isn't perfect to punish people who do targeted harassment in minigames. That's why most of the times if Tuno does get banned, it's only because of manual review. But let's talk about him a little bit more. One of the worst players in Runescape history, a title he is very proud of. This is a few tweets he made when his main got banned last year. Can I please be unbanned? I love this game so very much and I have never sabotaged Castle Wars. He even talks like a toddler. That is already saying a lot. The biggest issue with him is the consistency throughout the years, and it's genuinely the scariest part. Most people get bored of griefing after a day or two or after a few weeks, but he has been doing this for years. Every day just purposely ruining the game, getting banned, making or buying a new account and doing it again. The fact that he blatantly lies about how much he loved this game and then does things like that shows how not okay that person is. This is one of his alts. The guy is admitting on what he's doing, saying it's only a 24-hour ban, and even insulting Jagex, saying it doesn't matter if he gets banned again because the next one will be only 3 days and then he'll be back again. The thing about this is that he started doing solo griefing, but somehow the most degenerate players caught up to it and they decided to make a clan whose entire purpose is, well, you guessed it, to grief Soul Wars and Castle Wars. They are even taking this as far as waking up at specific hours in the middle of the night just to log in because they don't like the one person who's playing Castle Wars or Soul Wars at the time. Keep in mind, all of this started a decade ago, where the legend goes that he got hunted down in the Castle Wars because he wasn't very good in PvP and was like, yeah, now I'm gonna spend my entire life ruining the game for others. And it's still going on today. There used to be specific themed Castle Wars worlds where players wore specific outfits or played the game in a specific way. It was like a fun little small community that enjoyed the game in their way. Unfortunately, the people griefing got the smell of others having fun, and now there is just no more themed worlds because they can't play Castle Wars the way they would like to. His main got banned because he was caught using a cheating client in Soul Wars, which is where these tweets are coming from. Jagex still to this day won't do anything about this because even though the community has presented multiple solutions, for instance, make it so one player can only have limited amount of barricades in the game, or add a simple vote kick system where each team leader can kick a griefing player out of the game. The issue is Jagex hasn't really done anything about this because the demand isn't that high. These are small dedicated communities and unfortunately this doesn't impact most of the players. If you have done this over a decade, I imagine you are a grown adult. How do you even have the time to do this every day for hours and hours? I don't know. What do you guys think? Is this okay? Is this acceptable? Like, if you look at a bigger picture, thank God this guy is mentally ill in this game and not in real life. Hopefully the last brain cell he has keeps him playing because he could be a lot hurtful in real life. At least normal human beings can understand that something like this is meaningless in the bigger picture and it's just a game. But what do you think about this? Is this okay? Is this acceptable? Should Jagex maybe IP ban him? Is that a solution? Now, I'll end the video with this. It is absolutely bannable offense to harass players in the game, yet Jagex doesn't have a system to monitor that. One of the main reasons why Duno has been getting banned a lot is due to the fact that there are Reddit posts popping up a lot saying this is not okay. And only then, Jagex takes action against him. Look at this currently. I am attacking these players in Castle Wars, right? They obviously just wanna AFK and collect their one ticket, and I am ruining that experience for them. Oh, yep. He just called me a trash can. Okay. You see, was I wrong here? Did I harass that player or was I just playing the game? Where do you draw the line? Trash can, okay. That's funny. I better be a premium trash can than not one of those cheap plastic ones. There was an incident about 8 years ago where a streamer whose name we're not gonna name, but I'm guessing you're gonna know who I'm talking about. She did Sarah God Wars and she was streaming it, and few players on purpose hopped to her world and took all the boss kills. She got really upset, there was some back and forth, and 24 hours later the people who did the crashing got banned manually by the senior manager at Jagex. Now why am I bringing this up is because of two reasons. Since this is manually monitored, there is 100% possibility that not all cases get solved, which means how can you force the rules you can't track? It took sometimes hundreds of reports just to get Duno banned. Meanwhile, he spent weeks or maybe even months on one account, day in, day out, griefing other players, and even when he did get banned, at first it was just for 24 hours, which is nothing. But since Jagex can't track these harassments, there are very likely many cases going unnoticed every day. The second point is, where do you draw the line, like you saw before, between harassment and just playing the game? You know what I mean? In Duno case, it's real. The guy is mentally ill and that's that. But like when I'm going to God Wars and see other players doing, for instance, bandos, and I decided to enter the room as well, should I be afraid that I'm being recorded and I might get banned because I didn't hop worlds? And don't get me wrong, I do think the streamer in that case was getting harassed and the punishment was justified. I just think that the rules on this topic are so wide and it's such a gray area in the system that pretty much anything can be labeled as harassment if you really want to. And if you can't specifically track what's right or wrong, how can you enforce it? Like, what if I wasn't a YouTuber? What if I was just a regular player and I was getting harassed day in and day out by someone? How much effort and time I would have to go through just to get these players to stop harassing me? How would you even monitor that? The Pride event happened few weeks ago. I went to see the riots happening in World 302, and even though thankfully a lot of the idiots got permanently banned for some touchy things they said during the event, there was still so many that went unpunished. I reported a lot of players that day and many of them are still in high scores right now, which means even though they were harassing and sending death threats, it didn't gain enough traction for punishments. In any case, people like Duno are still roaming Soul Wars and Castle Wars, griefing other players for their own enjoyment. Hopefully there is a bright light at the end of the tunnel, and the amount of effort Jagex is planning to put into making sure the smaller communities feel welcomed in old school Runescape is gonna reflect in the future as well, where players who wanna enjoy games like Castle Wars or Soul Wars don't have to feel left out. If you enjoyed this video, please do the two things you as a viewer are meant to do. You know what they are, I'm not gonna ask you, okay? And it just would mean a lot to me, that's all. But for now, I thank you for watching and I see you guys in few days. I love you, bye! Mwah.